Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email me, tmosso@thewatchbox.com. It's in the description below. Your purchase and pricing email question line for buying this or any watch you see on any of our platforms. Please reach out to me directly. I am tmosso@thewatchbox.com for pricing details. In 2018, Jaeger-LeCoultre launched the Polaris collection, a full line range of watches inspired principally by the 1968 version of the historic Polaris diving alarm. One of those models for 2018 was the chronograph, and this is the Polaris Chronograph renewed for 2023 with a 35-layer hand-lacquered dial, a very special watch in stainless steel. It's 42 millimeters in diameter, 13.6 millimeters thickened from lug tip to lug tip, 48.5 millimeters with a 21 millimeter spacing between the lugs. We'll throw this watch on my wrist. It's broad, it's flat. It's suitable for a wrist as small as 15 centimeters circumference, in my estimation. My wrist is 16 again. In profile, with a relatively thin case and a sloped flank, as well as that generously domed sapphire, it will slide underneath the cuff. Taking a look, you can see the lugs are fairly broad, but they're not quite out to the edge of my wrist. That's the take-home from this down the barrel shot. And then from over the top, you can see the lugs are at the edge of my wrist, but not over. Taking a look at the strap, it conforms to the case. It matches the curve of the case and the slope of the lugs. It has a sort of clou de Paris pattern on the outside. Of course, this isn't cut, this is molded. And then on the bottom, we have a little bit of a cross hatching to remove material and make it more supple. You can see no crimping, no gouging, a brand new JLC factory strap. A couple of thoughtful details here. You can see that there are little pull tabs on the underside of the strap, so use your fingernails. You can pop the strap by compressing the spring bar, pop it right out of the lugs. And because what use is a quick release strap without a quick release clasp, JLC's clasp has a little push button release, so you can pop the strap off the case and then the clasp off the strap and quickly swap to a different one. And because JLC puts the quick release system on the strap, you can use any standard 21 millimeter spaced strap with spring bars on this watch. You're not locked into a proprietary strap. We have a double folding clasp in steel. You can see the chassis is actually curved to match the shape of the underside of your wrist. The top of the clasp features both satination and polish for a nice element of detail and contrast. The case also features that detail and contrast. As you can see, the bezel is polished, and then there's an expanding polished bevel on the lugs. The lugs are stepped out gently from the case band, more like La Suta Original than at Langa, and you can see that the case is inspired by, but not a re-edition of, the Polaris of the 60s. The idea behind the 2018 Polaris collection, unlike the tribute to Polaris from 2008, this is what a modern Polaris would look like, as if Polaris, similar to the Rolex Submariner or GMT, had continuously evolved over the decades to reach the present day. So this is very much a modern Polaris, not a retro watch. That's why the lines of the case, the dial, the crowns, not exactly the same. This is a forward-looking watch. Now, the watch does have a push-down crown, but it's still 100 meters water resistant, so you can absolutely take it swimming. You can see we have rectangular pushers that are all of polish with a little bit of a fluting on their outer face. We have a dramatically boxed and cambered sapphire designed to look like the plexiglass crystal of the original Polaris, and then a very narrow conical bezel. You can barely see the bezel from head on. The dial is exceptional. JLC, in good taste, went with a no-date design here, which keeps everything balanced. We have applied numerals as well as indices. We have twin registers, both sunken into the dial. We have a combination of gray, black, white, and a little bit of orange accents on the small seconds, chronograph minutes, and chronograph seconds. You can also see that there are little punctuations in orange on the tachymeter, as well as calibrations in orange on the inner dial. The center dial has a gradient fade, as does the entirety of the dial. Gradient or fumé, meaning light at the center, darker at the edge. We have a gloss tachymeter outboard that can be used in conjunction with the chronograph to gauge the speed of something, such as a race car over a kilometer. Now, 35 layers of lacquer are used to create the gradient fade here, and that's most evident on this lovely textured hour track, where if you look carefully, you can see that it has an almost glass-like glaze over its surface. If you look carefully, you can see that the indices and the numerals almost appear to be floating because they're sitting on top of those 35 layers of shaded lacquer. A combination of shaded lacquer and clear lacquer is used to gauge the gradual fade and create the effect. So several different types of lacquer, silver, black, and clear being applied here. We'll do a lume shot so you can see the watch in the dark. You can see no shortage of lume. The font and the indices the same as used on the Polaris 68. We do have a hacking or stop seconds function, so you can stop the operation of the watch and set it to a reference time. And I always like it when a watch has minimal dead angle. I can apply just the most minimal pressure to the crown and get movement of the hand. Now taking a look at the hands, you can see they have recesses that are alternately satinated and lumed, and then the upper portions of the hands are polished. Flip it all over, we have JLC manufacturer caliber 761, which is part of the long-running 750 family of in-house automatic chronograph calibers, 2 mainspring barrels in series, so a very even torque release from maximum wind to minimum wind. It doesn't surge and gain time or really lose time as long as it's running. The torque curve is very flat, a big broad plateau. 65 hours of power reserve, 4 hertz beat rate. We've got a vertical clutch and a column wheel. The vertical clutch means the chronograph engages without any extraneous jump or stagger to the seconds hand. It also means you can leave the chronograph running on a full-time basis with no hazard to the watch. The column wheel, which you can see through a skeletonization in the bridge, ensures a very crisp feel to the operation. It's extremely satisfying. All this pivots on 35 joules. You can see a combination of a tungsten rotor with stripes over striped bridges, fired blue screws. You can see a little bit of elements of the underlying chronograph mechanism with a black polished column wheel, a free sprung balance for shock resistance beating away at 4 hertz. And again, all of this 100 meters water resistant JLC. A true manufacturer making every part of the watch. Long called the watchmaker's watchmaker, and with this watch you can see why, for good reason, the sobriquet is still applied today. If you love this watch, reach out to me. I am Team Mosso at thewatchbox.com for purchase and pricing details.